Atlanta FaZe are back on top after beating Optic Gaming LA in the finals of the Florida home series in the CDL. They became the second team after the Dallas Empire to win 2 events this season, and the 50 points gained from the events puts them officially back on top of the rankings. But despite their great run of form in the Call of Duty League, Simp and Priestahh have remained humble and insist that they cannot call themselves the best team in the league just yet. We caught up with the pair, and this is what they had to say.
I wouldn't say we're the best team in the league right now. I'd say we're probably top 2 with Dallas. Until we have another chance to play against them and beat them, or just have another series against them, I'd say they're probably number 1 until we can prove that we're better.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think we have to go up against Dallas again just because they beat us in the last tournament. So until we play them and beat them, then you could probably say we're the best again.
Of course, neither Dallas or Chicago competed at the Florida event, but Simp and Priestahh say that it doesn't make their win any less valid. In fact, Priestahh went on to say that New York is one of the top teams in the league.
No matter who's there, it's still going to feel like a win if you end up winning the tournament. Because, honestly, there's still good teams besides Dallas and Chicago. Optic made the finals, no one thought they were going to make it. But, a lot of teams are getting better right now. Like teams like New York, Toronto, Optic, everyone's just advancing in how they play the game, and I think we're going to keep seeing that throughout the season.
New York's probably, honestly, in my opinion, probably a top 3 respawn team right now, or hardpoint team. Yeah. So even going against them, that's going to be a challenge. I mean, all these teams, like you said, are just getting way better. Obviously, it's satisfying beating Chicago and Dallas just because people consider them the top 2 teams with us as well. So I mean, obviously it's nice playing against them, but a win's a win, so.
It was a bit of a surprise to fans that Optic were the ones who managed to reach the finals given their poor run of form. And it seems like the Atlanta players didn't quite expect that either.
I mean, I was definitely surprised Optic made the finals. I mean, they obviously put in Chino. Chino's a really good player. He's been around for a while, and I've always liked how he, just the energy he brings. He's just a very positive person, so I knew he would definitely help them. With the whole Pac-Man thing, I don't really know the behind the scenes on that, but I was definitely surprised. They improved very quickly, so we'll see how they keep doing to see if that's consistent or what happens after this tournament.
Yeah, I mean, kind of the same thing. Everyone knew Optic had the potential to get to a final, but things weren't clicking with the team. They're skill-wise, they look super good on paper. They have Dashy, they have Slasher, they have Kenny, all these names that have been around for a while that have always been good at just winning. And so them making it to a final is surprising for this year specifically, just because of how they were playing. But I think all of us knew that they were good enough to get there.
Atlanta will have a small break now before they go into the Minnesota series on the weekend of June 5th. Both Chicago Huntsmen and Dallas Empire will be taking part, which means there could be a serious change in rankings if one of these teams were to come out on top. However, both Priestahh and Simp feel like just how good a team is shouldn't purely be determined by results.
Winning that event with both of them there, I wouldn't say 100% defines it, but I'd say depending on how the series go against each team and how the event goes for everyone would change how the standings are, power ranking wise.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, thing is, with the viewers' perspective, whoever wins is probably who they're gonna say is the best team in the game. Just like how the last tournament was when we lost to Dallas. As soon as we lost, everyone said Dallas is the best team in the game. So it can kind of go back and forth. I think it's all personal preference at that point, or who ends up with the most wins at the end of the year is how you're gonna consider the best team in the game. But yeah, that's just my perspective on it. I just think it's just going to go back and forth until someone wins a lot more championships than the other team.
Do you agree with Priestahh and Simp? And do you think Atlanta are currently the best team in the league? Let us know in the comments down below. That's all for now. Make sure to stay tuned to Deserto as we bring you all the latest news on Call of Duty.